Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty and this is episode 17, I believe it was 17, of the Frigate Fracas tournament. Unfortunately, I'm having to do this recording in post because my microphone screwed up on me again. But also, unfortunately, I don't have time to go through and basically redo this video a second time. So, after this, it's going to be basically without narration, except for one point, because I've got to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Okay, so, enjoy the video, folks, and, sorry. Okay, so it's at this point that I noticed something a little funky. That is a coincidence rangefinder internally to the turret. And I wasn't sure whether or not it was an illegal position, because hiding your detection within the inside of a spin block is not allowed. But I wasn't entirely sure if that was the case. I wasn't even sure if it was functional, because I didn't think you could attach the wireless receiver straight to it like it is there. Right there, you saw it just on the other side there. I didn't think you could do that. I didn't think that would work, but so I wasn't entirely sure. And after this, I just let the battle roll on and finish. And then we're gonna go take a look at it in the vanilla designer. So, I'm going to go ahead and just make a long story short here. What I end up doing is building an equivalent on the hull of those, of the detection system there. To make sure that it wasn't the fact that it was on a spin block that was making it able to work, because the detector does actually function. You can see there earlier in the video, but those holes in the front, you can see them right there where the barrels go through. those are the points at which the coincidence rangefinders need to be able to see through. They only apparently have to be able to see on the outside of the blocks, not on the inner parts. So it does work. The line of sight is not blocked, even though it's on a spin block. It works even if you set up the same thing on the hull, which is basically what I'm doing right here. I'm building up blocks and stuff in order to put a wireless receiver and coincidence rangefinder on the hull itself rather than the spin block, and make sure that it still works. Long story short, it does. It is able to see. It's cheesy, but it's not an exploit. It is not an exploit. It's not exploitive enough for me to remove the LessIsMore from the tournament over. It is really cheesy, but it is just not quite enough. I'm not going to completely remove this entry from the tournament when it followed the letter of the rules. Kind of played it loose with the intent of the rules, but it followed the letter, so I'll go ahead and let it slide. So yeah, the rest of this is just me fumbling around trying to figure out how to get this built properly and set up right. It was it was challenging because you can't actually build the coincidence rangefinder on top of the wireless receiver like that. You have to put a block there and then replace it. Use the replace function when you hold shift, and then it will sit on top of it and connect. So yeah, it took a little finagling to get that to work. Anyway, so yes, this win does count for the Protostar, which means yes, it does enter the Hall of Champions. So go ahead, if you think it deserves to also be inducted into the Hall of Beauty, upvote the comment down below that says to induct it. If you don't believe that, then upvote the comment that says do not induct it. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.